Okay, hello and welcome. This is a presentation on how to build your freebie. So I'm going to go into what's a freebie, how to actually build your landing page, and then how to actually build your freebie and what to include. So what is a freebie? I always tell people you need to really focus on lead generation and increasing your email list. How do you do so? A great way to do so is giving free content, aka a freebie, in exchange for their email. So we're going to dive right in. What is a freebie? A freebie is a download or an opt-in. They have to opt in via their email and or phone number in order to get the content. You can do a freebie in many different forms. You can do a PDF, you can do a webinar where they give an email. The webinar can be recorded and or live. You can do an ebook, a summit, or an online conference, a checklist that they need to download, a worksheet, a video. Be creative, whatever you want to do, as long as you're getting their email and phone number. So you can promote it as secrets, tips, secret strategy. This is the done for you, blah, 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 in order to get a specific result. So now from this slide, you may be thinking, well, that's great. What am I going to do as my freebie? We're going to get into that. I'm going to tell you how to create a topic, how to find a topic that's right for you, and what to consider when you're making your freebie, because it is important that your freebie generates leads that will be direct buyers to your program. So let's say you're in fitness, it may not be effective to do a freebie on how to make a candle. Do you see how they're just not linked? Although it may not be as obvious in your business, sometimes people do freebies that will generate leads that have nothing to do with the product and or service that they're actually trying to sell. Now, you may be watching this video and thinking, well, I don't know if freebie is right for me in my industry. You can do a freebie in any industry. You could be selling wine glasses, litter boxes, and create content to inform. Remember that your freebie is education and a little bit of entertainment, but mostly education to your clients, to your ideal clients. So even if you're selling litter boxes, what do they need to know? What do they need to know about their cat in order to connect them with you and your brand and your business? So you can see here, your freebie is a source of lead generation. It can also be used in ads. I always put a little disclaimer when I talk about ads because I want to make sure you have your systems in place before doing ads. So many people jump to ads too quickly, and it's really important to make sure that your product and service is validated and that you have evidence before you move into ads. You give away resources in your freebie. Okay, so what are you going to do? I want you to make sure to answer these questions. So you're probably going to have to take these questions away from the webinar and do a little bit of work on the side, but here they are. I want you to get very clear on who is your target audience. Who are you talking to? What do they want? And what do you want from them? What action do you want them to take afterwards? So this goes back to what I just said. Make sure your target audience and what they want to know is directly related to what action you want them to take. Will that target audience and the information they need to know bring them to your product, service, company, brand? Make sense? If you need help with this, make sure to DM me, reach out to me so I can assist you and make sure that they connect. Now, here are other questions to consider. Take a snapshot of this page, and I want you to make sure you're answering all of these questions. These questions are going to be very useful for you when you actually build your landing page and the content for your freebie. So I want you to know, obviously, technically the first question was, who's your target demographic? What do they want? And what action do you want them to take? And then we're going to move into these. What problem are you solving with your product or your service? And the freebie. So there's technically both. I want you to make sure it's the same. Does this align with your brand and message? So again, if you're in fitness and you're doing a freebie on how to make a candle for the holidays, where's that connection? What are your clients' pain points, challenges, and desires? I need you to get into their head. I talk about this all the time in all of the workshops. Why does it apply to your freebie? Because when you get into their head, you're going to know, will they actually download this freebie? Is this freebie solving a problem that they're going to look at it and say, yes, I need this information? Make sure your freebie is answering and solving a problem that they have, right? What do they want more than anything right now? What are their dreams, desires? What are they looking for? Freedom, weight loss, confidence. What is it that they're looking for? What is holding them back from getting this right now? So what are their objections and or challenges that they're currently facing that is causing them to not pursue their goals and get their dream? Whether it be time, money, family, get into their head so you can already know what their objections are going to be. This is going to help you in your marketing process. What skills do they need to acquire to overcome this challenge and make it happen? The reason this question is important to answer is maybe your freebie is going to help them acquire those skills, or maybe your call to action is going to help them acquire these skills. What will they learn from the freebie? So I want you to be very specific. These are the results. These are the specific things they're going to learn from your freebie. When they walk away from the freebie, what more information, knowledge, skills are they going to have? It's very clear. So, and this is the same if you saw my workshop on how to build a webinar. Same when you're promoting your webinar, it's really clear you need to be very clear and tell them, this is the webinar, same, this is the freebie, these are the things you're going to learn. Do I want it? Great, yes or no. What outcomes or results will they expect to see when completing your freebie and partaking in this challenge, right? A freebie can also be a challenge. What can they be, do, or have if they use the information you provide them? What is not taking action costing them? So they have to understand that inaction does have a cost. Whether it's status quo, stress, anxiety, feeling uncomfortable in their clothes, whatever it may be. What will they experience if they do not make a change? So again, what is it costing them? What is inaction costing them? What are their objections for not joining, not doing this? We kind of already talked about that. What are their fears and insecurities currently? What do they need to hear to reassure them that they can do this? Oftentimes when people say no to an opportunity, they're saying no because they don't believe that you can help them, or they don't believe that they can actually do it. So you need to make sure that you can convince them of both. All right, I want you to also be able to answer this story. And we've talked about this in branding. I want you to remember your story, right? So often when we're trying to educate, it's really easy for you to be your own testimonial. So how have you achieved this in your life? So let's say you're doing a freebie on 5 ways to overcome anxiety. I want you to get very clear on, where have you overcome anxiety in your life? What makes you an expert to be able to educate these people? What has been the exact process that you have used to overcome anxiety in your life? Was it 5 steps? Was it 6 secrets? So you can see here how, as you answer these questions, you're going to get more clear on what a really good topic might be for your target audience. Because now you're going to basically say, this is what I did, and if I can do it, so can you. And you're going to share your own results and testimonials. You are a living, breathing example that it is possible. Further evidence that you could include is evidence from current clients, past clients that have also experienced the same results through your system and or process. Now, when getting testimonials from your clients, I want you to make sure that they answer the following 4 questions. Why did they join? What objections and hesitations did they have before joining? This directly relates to their current objections that might be stopping them from joining your program. Therefore, I wanted to double my income, but I was really nervous that maybe Vanessa wasn't the person to help me to do that. I didn't know, right? But then you go into what results or breakthroughs did they have working with you, and I want them to be as specific as possible, and referring who is this perfect for, right? So for example, I wanted to join Vanessa's coaching program because I wanted to double my income. I was really kind of nervous because I had some bad experiences with coaches in the past, and I didn't know if Vanessa could actually help me get there, but I decided to go with it anyways, and working with her has shown me that I can overcome my obstacles. She pointed out my blind spots, and she allowed me to double my income in 90 days. She is perfect for any entrepreneur who's looking to level up while tackling their mindset in their business all at once, something like that. So that's a really great testimonial that when clients read that, it gives them reassurance to actually join your freebie or whatever you're offering. Now, it's really important. I talk about this all the time. You can see how I'm consistent. When we start to answer all of those questions, who's your target demographic? What are their pains? What are their challenges? What do they need to know? What's my story and how can I help them? Where do I want to send them? So if I'm going to give them 5 steps to anxiety, what am I sending them to after? An online course, a one-on-one program? Does that mix? Is someone who is interested in 5 steps to anxiety, will they be interested in the end product or service that I have to offer them? Once you've done all that, I want you to start surveying. So you'll see even within my community on Instagram, Facebook, I had 3 options. I had a challenge that I wanted to do, a download, a webinar, and a online summit. I didn't really know which one to do first. I didn't even know if they would be interested. So I posted all the topics and I said, which ones are you most interested in? What would help you most right now? And I let them tell me, what are they interested in? What's going on? You need to get really comfortable and used to talking to your people. You don't have to guess. If you're trying to figure out how many emails to send or what kind of emails to send, long emails, short emails, just ask. So the same goes here. I want you to ask your people, once you have some topics, once you've shortlisted a few topics, ask, what topics are you most interested in? What do you want to know? And look at the results and see what people's common goals are. You can also ask, what are your biggest challenges right now? And you can list the challenges, and then you know which challenges to help them overcome. So make sure you're constantly polling and getting a pulse on your current community. And another thing to consider, if you allow a comment box, if you do it in a survey or over social media, see what kind of language they're using. So if you ask a broad question, like what challenges are you currently facing right now? See how they word their challenges so you can use some of the words and language that they're using to communicate their challenges, and you can use those same words back to them so that they understand what you're trying to help them with. Make sense? Okay, moving on. Once you have all that, I'm going to assume that you have your topic, okay? Once you've figured it out, you've shortlisted, you've surveyed, you're going to choose a topic. If you need help choosing your topic and knowing what you're going to sell them through this freebie, let me know. We're going to set this up. So what you're going to do, you have your topic, you're going to have a landing page. This is your opt-in page. This is where they have to give you their email for the information. This is what you're going to include on your opt-in page. You can include a video. It is optional. So you can include a video that just says, hey, welcome. This is why I created this. This is for you if you're having XYZ challenges, and I know that you're going to experience XYZ while engaging in this challenge, right? So you can do a video. It gives it a little bit of personal touch. It is not 100% necessary. However, it's fun. And may increase your conversions. So I want you to keep track of the conversions on your opt-in page. If your conversions are low, here's where we adapt and modify to raise those conversions, okay? On your opt-in page, you're gonna have a title and a subtitle. So let's say your title is The Networking Formula, 5 Secrets to Creating $1 million Rolodex in the next 7 days, right? So I actually touched on each one of these questions except for who is it for, which depending on your content, you know, that's useful, but you can also include that in the video, and or you can say 5 secrets for entrepreneurs to build $1 million Rolodex in the next 7 days. So that actually hit off all of our points. So you're going to talk about how many, maybe 5 secrets to building $1 million Rolodex, the desired goal or outcome, even if you can include, even if you're shy, right? Even if and who it's for may also overlap, but I'm putting this all out to get you thinking. Amount of time, 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, and who's it for? Entrepreneurs, leaders, moms, whatever. Okay, so the subtitle is going to give more context to your title that you have. You can also try to include some of those elements into your title if it fits. Now you're going to put, remember, what you're going to learn. So your opt-in page is very simple. Title, subtitle, what you're going to learn. And here are things that you can include in the bullet points, just bullet point out what they're going to learn, what results they're going to achieve, what they will experience or get by partaking in this challenge or freebie, why it's important for them to do this. So you may want to touch on inaction here. What is inaction going to actually cost them? What is this saving them from? Same thing, inaction. And so what? Why is this important? Okay, always remember, so what, so what, so what. So for example, people will say, you will learn how to start a conversation. So what? You will learn to start a conversation to build meaningful connection and or long-term friendships with like-minded people. Do you see how they read it and they're like, oh, I get it. So I really, sometimes when you're an entrepreneur or in business, we think the end consumer can read our mind and can understand what we're thinking and why we're doing something, but that's not always the case. So I want you to really challenge yourself and just say, okay, so what? Why do they need to know this? You'll notice that these questions of what they're going to learn link directly to the questions I got you to answer earlier so that you could understand. So the reason I got you to answer those questions is because it makes it a hell of a lot easier when you're actually building your opt-in page and your lead page. Again, having a call to action. Your call to action on your opt-in page obviously is download here, right? So that you give you their email and phone number. What you can do is do email and then phone number optional. So email and phone number in order to get the download. This download will automatically go to their email. So you're going to set that up on the back end. If you have any questions with tech, let me know or keep it for the Q&A, because within tech, basically you're going to need an email platform, right, to host and house all your emails, and you're going to need a way to have a lead page. Some email platforms will have a lead page option, or you can separate them. For example, you can use MailChimp and Lead Pages. Lead Pages is a custom platform that you can use to actually do your lead page. So let me know if you have more tech questions. There's just so many options. I'm going to throw a couple out there right now for you. You can, for emails, you can use MailChimp, Flowdesk, ConvertKit, Kartra, Kajabi, and some of those have lead page options, right? So Flowdesk, you know what? Most of them do. They're just paid. And or you can go and look at lead pages that will also sync with your emails. So check that out. Let me know if you have any more tech questions. Now, I'm going to take you through this customer journey, right? So your customer is getting to the lead page, which we just talked about. So they're going to see the networking formula, 5 steps for entrepreneurs to build $1 million Rolodex in the next 7 days, right? What they're going to learn how to build like meaningful conversation for blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have like 4 bullets. Now, once they press download, they give you their email. What happens? What's the customer experience? So you either want to send them a thank you, send them to a thank you page, or send them a thank you email. Thank you so much for downloading my freebie. I can't wait for you to experience all of the networking goodness, whatever you want to say. Or you can send them to a tripwire. A tripwire is just an upsell page. So for example, you can send them to a call to action right away. Book a one-on-one call, or download get my free book for $12, whatever it is, or $5. So that's just the next step that you're sending them. Now, we could do an entire conversation on just building out your sales funnel. What that means is once someone downloads, what is that customer experience? They get a thank you page. Then they get sent to maybe purchasing a product or a service or signing up for something else. Then what? You can set up automated emails to go out at varying frequencies and timelines. You can set that up all in the back end so that it's nurturing those leads for you without you having to do anything. So you can set up sales emails and sales sequences, as many as you want, for as long as you want, to nurture those leads and give them information about you, build that trust factor, because people want to know, like, and trust you, and helping them to take action, whether it be to join another free resource, webinar, whatever, or to get on the phone with you, or to purchase something. Does that make sense? So if you need help going through what your marketing structure looks like, what your sales plan looks like, and that actual customer experience looks like, let me know. We can hop on a call. I always give free consultations, and I'm happy to help you strategize this so that you can have a lot of clarity when moving forward. Now, again, in the thank you, you can also tell them to join a Facebook community, an Instagram community, join a webinar, call, and or give them an exclusive offer or bundle. So another example would be if somebody downloads your conference, maybe your free conference or your free summit. The upsell might be, this summit is the free version is only available for the next 24 hours, but pay $47 and get lifetime access to this summit to watch it whenever you want, right? So that would be the upsell, that would be the bundle, that would be the tripwire. Or if you are doing a freebie, maybe you charge for a one-on-one call. There's so many options. I want you to get creative, but also not be afraid to do a little trial and error. How you're going to know what's working for you is in the numbers. You want to know what your conversions look like with the download. How many people are downloading it when they get to your sales page, the free page, right? The opt-in page. How many people actually press download? If that number is low, maybe we need to make some changes to your opt-in page. If those conversions are pretty good, what do your downloads look like, right? What do the open rates look like in the emails when you are sending follow-up emails and nurture emails to that list? That's when we get to start seeing where are there leaks and where can we improve in this customer experience. Make sense? Okay, so let's see, there we go. Okay, so once we've completed all of that, I want to take a higher picture and creating your freebie content. So creating your freebie content, number one, I don't want you to feel like it has to be complicated. It can be super easy. It can be 4 pages. It can be just a PDF that you make on Canva. Don't feel like you have to go crazy on your free content. It can just be a worksheet of how to plan their perfect week, whatever you want, but don't go crazy on the free content. As long as it's something that they need and you can give them some fast wins, that's all that's important. Okay, so in your free content, right now I'm assuming this is print. However, you can use the same format when you're doing video or webinar as well. If you need help with your webinar, go look at my video of how to build a webinar and that will help you. So with your written content, you're obviously going to have a cover page with the title and the subtitle. The first page in your written content is going to be about you. In case you're sharing your freebie through ads and or a referral, sometimes the people that get into your free content are cold. They have no idea who you are. They're not on your social media. So you want to give them a little snippet of who you are. Then let's say we're doing 5 secrets to networking. We're going to have our 5 secrets. Don't feel like you have to go crazy. Here are some questions that you can answer within those secrets. What is the secret? Why is this secret important? Why is it going to work for them? How does it work? How do they actually execute and practice this secret on a daily basis, if applicable? And then you can also add a testimonial for a current client or yourself to give some validation and credibility to that secret. So it doesn't have to be complicated. The reason this structure is so great, this is similar to our social media structure that we've talked about in the past about how to build effective social media content. Again, if you need to see that, go check out the video. But same thing, what are you telling them? Why is it important for them? What's the tip? And what do they need to do about it? Okay, it's the same structure here. So follow those steps, those 4 steps with your secrets, and then add an extra little testimonial and you're good to go. It does not have to be complicated. I built it myself in a weekend on Canva. Now, the last part of your free content is congratulations. Congratulations for taking this time for you, for investing in you, for wanting to take your business, your health, your life, your relationship to the next level. And then you want to give them a call to action. The call to action can be in the freebie, the video, the content, as well as in a follow-up email. So what do you want them to do? This is free content. So if this has been helpful, if this resonates with you, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to book a one-on-one call or make a purchase? So you can see that with free content, you're always sending them somewhere else should they need more help and assistance. This is sales 101. 80% of your time should be on sales. That's the reason we're building our community, building our list. There are people out there that need your help. Find them and help them. And your freebie helps you to find them. Okay? Are we good? Give me some thumbs up if you are following. Okay, great. So that is our free content. So what we talked about is how to build a freebie, how to choose what topic, surveying, making sure that the topic is right. We talked about how to build your lead page, that opt-in page where they give you their email. We talked about what happens after they give you their email. They get an email sequence and or they get a thank you or an upsell in their email. And then we talked about what the actual freebie will look like, the content will look like. There are so many options. That was an example for PDF. There's obviously challenges, videos, summits, all kinds of different structures you can use for your freebie. But it's just so important to use the structure that we talked about. What are you telling them? Why is it important? What's the tip? Make sure they get things that help them in their life. Don't be afraid to give value. There's nothing worse than a freebie that doesn't actually help them or get them wins. Number 4, give them a call to action, right? What do they do? How do they work with you? What are their next steps? Always be thinking about the customer experience and the customer journey. So if you have any questions, make sure to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is @IamVanessaO, and DM me strategy to book your free 2021 strategy call. If you're listening to this later, that's cool. You can still DM me and say, I was just listening. I need help with my freebie, or I need help with my sales funnels or my emails or my marketing strategy. I love this stuff. So DM me, and I want to help you to get more leads and make more money and feel more peace and happiness in your life. You deserve everything you could ever want. And I want to reassure you that even if all of this information is kind of going over your head, because it sure did for me, and it felt so overwhelming, and I thought, oh my goodness, I have so many things to do. Just take it one step at a time. All this is lead generation. How do you get more leads? How do you build your email list? That's what we're focusing on right now. So keep it simple. The business strategy is simple. It's not always easy. The actual steps are simple. What's going to get in your way is your head. So watch your mind, manage your thoughts, and I promise you, this will be fun, right? You can have fun. It'll be so worth it. You're going to learn something from every single step of you engaging in your business. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Sending you so much love. As always, I love you. Good luck. Go out there and please reach out to me. Keep me updated on how this helps you and if you need more help. Talk to you soon.